Hi, this is Anahit. Welcome back to EnglishAnahit. Do you know anything about conditional clauses? We have four types. It is very important to know when and how you must use each of them. In this lesson, our focus is on first conditional clause, which is very important while speaking in English and while writing, even whenever you need to write an essay in an IELTS test. This lesson is the first one about first conditional clause, and it is provided for pre-elementary levels. I promise you're going to learn every important point about this conditional clause. First of all, what is the structure? You have two clauses, if clause, main clause. If plus simple present, you mean you need to use simple present after if, and main clause, will. You need to use will in this clause. If can come at the beginning, so you have to use a comma after if clause. But you're allowed to use main clause at the beginning. In this situation, no comma is needed. But when first conditional clause is used to talk about present and future, it has nothing to do with past. So we never use this structure and this type of conditional clause to talk about something that happened in the past, present, future. Example, if I study hard, comma, I will pass my tests. Or I will pass my tests if I study hard. To make first conditional clause more understandable and much easier to learn, I have prepared some useful English examples. In addition, you are going to learn how to make a first conditional clause negative. So keep watching to the end. Now, let's take a look at our examples and learn how to make first conditional clauses negative. Here you have the first one. My mom will make me if I clean my room. As you can see here, you have will at the beginning, so there is no comma here. Mom will make me if I clean my room. How to make it negative? Here you have will, you add not, it changes to will not, and the short form is won't. Mom won't make me delicious meal if I. You can make this one negative too. Here you have clean, it is simple present, and whenever your subject is I, you add don't. Mom will make me a delicious meal if I clean my room, but she won't make me a delicious meal if I don't clean my room. Another example, this time you. You will buy a car if Max pays back your money. Here again, main clause at the beginning, so comma, no. To make it negative, you use will not, and short form is won't. And for this one, it is pays. Max, I want to make this one negative too. So for simple present, don't, doesn't. For Max, he, we use doesn't. Pays, but one time S, again S, no, it is out. You won't buy a car if Max doesn't pay back your money. This time, she. If Mary's dad accepts, she will get married to David. Here you have she. As you can see, you have if, so you have comma here if is at the beginning. And it means she will get married to David. It depends on the fact that her dad accepts. If no, she cannot get married to him. Now I like to make it negative. Here you say if Mary's dad accepts. So again, I'd like to make it negative. It is doesn't, again, one time S, it is out, she will not, and short form, won't. A very, very, very important point. Let's talk about the time you'd like to use a to be verb in if clause and in main clause. What is the form? Take a look at this. If David, here you have if, you want to use a to be verb. Can I say if David be? No, you cannot. If David is. Here again you have will. Can I say because it is mom, I say mom is? No. After will, you need base form of verb, and base form of a to be verb is be. If David is late, his mom will be angry. If I am, if you are, if we are, if they are, if she is, if he is, and after will, no matter what the subject is, you have to use be. Now we'd like to know how to make this sentence negative. If David is late, his mom will be angry. You have to be verb and you need to add not here, is not late. You can change it to a short form. If David isn't late, my mom, again, I have nothing to do here. I do something here, you add not, it is will not, and then short form, won't. If David is late, his mom will be angry. If David isn't late, his mom won't be angry. Let me say something really, really important here. After if, you cannot use future. Will is not allowed, and this conditional clause and after if, I mean. Will only comes in the main clause. The dog will bark if a stranger comes to me. Here you can see, can I say a stranger will come to me? Never ever. It is just simple present. Again, will, negative, will not, short form, won't, a stranger. Again, here you have comes for simple present, don't and doesn't. So here you use doesn't, one time S, again S, no. So if a stranger doesn't come to me. An example with we will go to the party if he invites us. Again, simple present, will. Negative form, we, will not, and short form, won't. Again, he doesn't. For he, we use doesn't, you know, and s cannot be used here. We won't go to the party if he doesn't invite us. Now our last sentence with they, but keep watching to the end because I'm going to explain all important points about first conditional clause again, but briefly. Take a look at this. They will be, again, you cannot say they will, are. It is base form, negative will not, and short form won't. Again, my friends, can I use will here? No. Are, and negative form is aren't. Important points. Number 1, it is used for present and future. Number 2, if plus simple present, comma, subject, will, it is your main clause. Number 3, you can change them. Will or main clause at the beginning, comma, no, if, subject, simple present. You can use to be verb. After if, am, is, are, after will, only be is allowed. Will be. Main clause depends on if clause. Instead of will, you can say can, may. The possibilities weaker. Will, can, may in this order. Good luck.